Hi everyone, this is John. I'm at a local Little League baseball field here to photograph a baseball. I've been trying to get into stock photography in the last 6 months or so, and I've been working with a company called Shutterstock, or trying them out, and I want to say I've made $1 million so far, but realistically I've made about $20, which could be a blow to the ego, but it's a start. And so one thing they suggest is to photograph things for spring, to start thinking ahead. So one suggestion they have is baseball. I'm a fan of baseball. I'm on a low budget here, so I found a cheap baseball. I have studio lights, which I could have brought, but I wanted to show, just showing something simple like a diffusion panel, what we can do. I came to this nice field to photograph on their nice grass with a ball, but it's locked up and it's off limits. So what do? Nearby there's some smaller fields with okay grass, so I thought I'd go over there and show you how I use a diffusion panel. So I found a field and I wanted to show you, first I'm using a Canon macro lens. It's a 50mm. I bought it used for a couple $100. I took a workshop at a Canon center nearby. That's one of the perks of living in Orange County. There's a Canon center nearby. And one thing you get to do is use any Canon equipment you want during workshops, from lenses to camera bodies. And some stuff they have are just obsolete and they don't sell anymore. And it's funny to say obsolete because, you know, they still work. And I used this 50mm for a workshop and it was great. It feels cheap, but the picture is great. It's sharp. So I found it used online for a couple $100 and I was sold. And since I'm working in harsh sunlight, one thing I could have done is brought out a strobe light and a softbox or an umbrella, but I'm working by myself and I'm just trying to keep it simple. So another option is just this diffusion panel by Westcott. I'm not sponsored by Westcott. I would be, but it's an affordable solution and simple that keeps good quality. Another thing I wanted to show is, okay, I have the baseball. I bought it brand new on the way over here, and it's still in the wrapper, and I keep it in the wrapper until I know I want to do the shot. Working in product photography, you want to keep your hero clean, and because once it gets dirty, you can touch it up, but that just creates more work. So while I get the positioning and the lighting how I want it, then I'll unwrap it, because I'm a klutz, so I'll probably get it dirty. So I'll keep it clean for now. Now I'll show you what I'm doing. So here's the ball straight on grass, just right in the sun. Now you can see the shadows are harsh, and especially here, of course. And with product photography, and I think especially stock photography, I want to keep the photo a little more neutral to give the creative artist, whoever's using this later, to have more flexibility in adding more contrast if they want to, or not. So I'm going to do a variety of shots, but again, here's just the ball straight with sunlight without touching the camera, adding the diffusion panel. And you can see how quickly or how easily it changes. And I go ahead and take a shot. Now again, for product photography, one thing I try to do is keep an open area. That way if someone wants to add text or a graphic or a logo or something, there's room to do that. So if you have the ball just straight up here, it might be good, but I'm just trying to think of it in terms of a layout, to be layout friendly. And since I'm doing product photography, I want to hide stock photography, I want to hide logos. So try to keep it as generic as possible. So I'll try it without the wrapper now. So I'll put the ball in the position I like so. Put the diffusion panel, focus, and then take a picture. keeping the ball in the same spot, I just put my camera onto the grass. Now the lens dips into the grass, and I don't want to do that because you get more grass than anything. So I use my wallet to prop the lens up a little bit. And it's just that simple. I lock the focus, set the timer, and boom. Now I find the ball to be still a little hot. So what I'm doing is I just use my diffuser again. I can hold it to the side, create a little shade. The problem is you see it. I don't want to see it. So I'd actually use two hands. One is holding the video camera right now. I can prop it up just above and lower it, just covering it, and it gives it, without showing the diffuser in the shot, it diffuses the ball, gives it a little more dimension with the grass, I think. I think I'm going to call it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Feel free to subscribe. This is John. See you next time. Bye.